What can you say about your drug addiction or drug addiction in the past? Or do you have a current drug addiction?
Music. Deb even got on my ass about smoking. Like, she's like, yo, you're going to mess up your voice, and I'm not going to be able to help you. So I'm like, all right, I got to stop that. I actually drink wine. Like, I'll probably here and there drink a little Ciroc, you know. Actually, Deb has a liquor out. So I don't even drink that. You know what I mean? Like, I just really try to stay focused. I don't do any type of drugs. I was on coke really bad, Valium pills, Percocet, Xanax, anything, actually. Everything and everything. Like, and it was crazy. You know, my family, I don't even think know how much money I would spend and then lie to them and be like, oh, I don't have it, and really just because I didn't blew $1,000 a week on stupid stuff that I had no business. And I'm 25. So I was doing this when I was like 17, 16, when I was prostituting and doing things I had no business doing. So no, I don't have a current addiction. But I'm glad that I'm here. Thank God that I'm here to be able to tell people, you know, you can always overcome things. I never had a counselor for it. I never went to rehab. I just stopped. It's like, no, that shit's not cool. I wasn't happy with myself. So.
Can you give us a timetable on when you started taking maybe certain drugs and getting off on them? And I mean, are you able to elaborate on that?
I started out with paint. Paint, and then because I wanted to be high off something, but I didn't know what. You know, I even 3 suicide attempts, like being upset in life. It started out with weed first, and then Papa Xanax, then Papa E-pill because I'm in the club partying, so I want to be lit. I want to be well, at that time, I want to be that bitch. I was that bitch in Houston for strippers. I was that girl. So it went from Valium pills to taking my other friend's pills to Seroquel, and then Seroquel made my throat swell up, and I passed out, and I took it in the tub and almost drowned. And my friend actually called 911. And after that, I kept going. I then started cocaine. And I felt like, hey, if I'm gonna die, it's cool. You know, I'm gonna rock out till something happens to me. And it was a roller coaster. It was bad. I don't know a time where I was just like, I can't remember when I stopped. I just knew I woke up and was like, I can't no more. I was losing weight. People were starting to make fun of me. I was angry, fighting people. It was just not cool, you know.
So were you taking drugs before the dancing and the prostituting?
All through that, even on TV.
So when you were on Love and Hip Hop, you might have been on something.
Me and Mona actually spoke about that because she asked me, she was like, why were you so angry? What was wrong with you? You're so talented. Why were you so angry? I was like, people, I didn't say people, I actually said motherfuckers, excuse my language. I'm like, people are here calling me a murderer, saying I killed my boyfriend. And I love him. Like, I still have love for him, you know. People are making fun of me, my weight. Y'all are picking on me. I'm vulnerable. I'm human. I'm trying to love rich dollars to cope with my boyfriend dying, so I don't want to be alone. Trying to find out what love is again. I'm being put in situations on film for my first time, and I'm thinking a bitch is coming at me because I'm on coke, so I'm lit. So I'm going to sock her in the face, and I'm going to beat her up, and this is going to make me popular, and then I'm going to try to sing. You know, and I'm having family issues. I'm having, people didn't even know I was, you know, pregnant. You know, I had a lot going on, and it was overwhelming. So that's what you get. You get a monster. You get somebody that you don't even know. I didn't even know who the hell I was. So, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. It's crazy.
So then, okay, so was cocaine like the last type of maybe designer drug you were on?
If it wasn't that, it probably would have pushed to heroin.
I was just going to ask you if you...
I'm 100% sure I probably, because I was not getting high anymore. I was buying so much to the point it was like, I'm not getting high enough. What's next? You know, so it was terrible.
Was the drowning incident the closest you've been to overdosing? Was that considered an overdose or not really?
That was just like, I'm done. Like, I actually wanted to be done with life. And it was a couple times. The last one was my boyfriend when he passed. I got off on the balcony of my 14th floor and wanted to jump. And somebody knocked on my damn door. And then I was hallucinating. I felt like I was hallucinating because I was on a lot of drugs. And I looked up, I think I told you this the last interview. I looked up in the sky and I felt like I seen my boyfriend. And I flipped out. You know, my dog was barking on the damn balcony. I know, he was like, get the fuck off the damn balcony. Like, yeah, it's just a lot for me. I don't think people understand the pain I've went through in my life. It's really bad. You know, it's difficult.
Now, all this stuff that you've been going through in your life, have you seeked any real therapy?
No, it's just really, really crazy.
I mean, because there's people watching this that I'm sure are going through some emotions you've just described. You know what I mean? So, and they probably are maybe maybe they're people close in their life have pushed to therapy or something like that, or maybe they're even thinking, they're borderline thinking, should I do it, should I not? You sound like you're, from what you've been telling me, therapy and self-help.
And there's not there's not a lot of people like that. So if you have loved ones, run to them. If you believe in God, like, that's one of the things I definitely put back in my life, 100%. Like, I wake up, I don't even touch my phone, I pray first. You feel me? Like, it was opposite, it was backwards. And my mother and my grandparents always told me, like, the more you put God in your life, He'll give you everything that you ask for. Because you won't have to ask no more to be right there. And He placed all these people. He deleted all these people in my life. He put Deb there for a reason. He put me being stuck and homeless in Detroit on purpose, so that I could go to Cash Doll's listening party and then, bump into Deb, and now look at me now. I'm about to do these, just opening for artists that I wish I could tell you about. Like, it's just overwhelming. It's crazy. Like, you just got to find people that care about you. And if it's nobody that cares about you, it's always God that cares about you. He's always going to be there. So it's like, really get on your knees and pray. That's the best that I could tell you. Or either some people that don't have that mindset to do it themselves, or run to somebody, go get help. You don't want to end your life. I just lost a friend to the Houston flood. You know what I mean? Like, I done lost a boyfriend. I almost lost my mom. When you're gone, you're gone. So whatever you left on this earth, that's what people are gonna, that's it. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be that person that got all this damn talent and looked at as the one that just wasted it. And that's what motivated me. You know, so definitely pray. Because I pray all the time. I'm praying right now.
So what was the one thing that kind of woke you up? If you could pinpoint it, what's the one thing that really, I mean, did you ever think to yourself, you need yourself to seek therapy? And why didn't you ever go that route? Just curious, looking back.
I didn't go that route. And I'm actually wanting to go that route now to talk about it. But at that time, I felt like I didn't need nobody to talk to. I needed to talk to God, because He's not going to judge me. He's not going to fault me for anything. He's going to listen, and He's going to forgive me. Just point blank period. I didn't even tell my mama. You know what I mean? Like, the breaking point was my boyfriend dying. I've never seen somebody die in front of me. I've never seen somebody take their last breath in front of me. I've never seen death. Like, somebody hurt because they're about to go. Like, that's the worst feeling in the world. You know, so I took that to heart. Like, what if I could have died too? Like, what I left on earth is what, being a coke addict and a talented person that wasted it because I was stripping? Like, that's crazy. So with that being said, it was a lot of things that made me be like, yo, it's go time now. It's time to really focus. And I'm probably the happiest person. This is probably the happiest I've ever been. Besides being with my boyfriend when he was here, like, that was a happy moment. But this is probably the happiest because I'm finally getting my life in order. Finally. It's not there yet. I could say I'm at 70%. But that's way better than being at 20% back then. So.
Did any of your friends or family try to do like an intervention with you?
No. I think my family knew, like, she'll be all right. Like, my family we grew up strong. You know what I mean? Like, we've always been like, we can get through anything. So I guess that's in me, to fight. I don't want to be a wimp. So, yeah.